The Transport Department is already proceeding with the national rollout of the administrative adjudication of road traffic offences, as some motorists are already receiving infringement notices via SMS or email. No date is set yet for President Cyril Ramaphosa to proclaim the AARTO Act into law. Let's bring in now Lisa Mangu, who is the Deputy Minister of Transport. Deputy Minister, thank you for making time for us this afternoon. When can motorists expect the full implementation of the AARTO Act?
Thank you very much, Clement, to you and your viewers. As you said in your intro, we are awaiting the signing of the proclamation, which purely is lying in the presidency, which we do not speak on behalf. However, we are looking at the 1st of February 2024.
And in the meantime, how are the various municipalities and other stakeholders getting ready for this?
Most of them would have been ready already before we were stopped in our tracks by the challenge towards the Constitutional Court. So in the build-up to the 1st of February, we are going back to each and every municipality to test the state of readiness and assist and intervene where necessary. We are engaging with the post office, as you would know, that they are facing their own challenges, and they are a critical component of us distributing our infringement notices. We are engaging with the government printing works to make sure we've got enough tools of trade for the law enforcers to make sure that when that time comes, it is ready and its systems, all systems go. So municipalities are ready because they would have been ready already, but we are going back now to refine to make sure within this time that we clean up our house, so to say.
What difference is this AARTO Act going to make in reducing the high rate of fatalities on the roads and just generally improving driver behavior?
Well, AARTO, or the infringement approach, is not a alpha and omega, so to say. It's not going to solve all our problems. However, it is a critical cog in our arsenal in addressing the issue of road crashes. In which way? We have seen a high degree of lawlessness where people just do things with impunity and nothing ever happens. Now, for those people who are in the extremes, it is saying to them, what you are going to achieve with your behavior or misbehavior on the road is ultimately to lose your driving license. And that, we believe, will bring a lot of thinking to many people, because it might be a source or a means to get employment or to do what you want to do. And it will also suspend or give certain impositions on you that, for instance, you must be rehabilitated before you can go back to drive. That is on the extreme. On the other side, there are those people who are law-abiding citizens. Our argument is that these people will be incentivized in that they should not worry about anything, because it encourages those to do that. So it is really just a matter of biting more aggressively, if I may put it that way, and begin to bring a sense of responsibilities to drivers to be able to respect rules of the road, and therefore, ultimately, we should see a reduction of accidents.
And in the provinces where this has already been implemented, have you seen this difference you are hoping for at the national level?
There is no province in totality that it has been implemented in or at while we were piloting. It has only been at two metros, being Tshwane and Johannesburg. That has assisted us more over than seeing that reduction, to be able to see what are the loopholes and what is it that we need to do better. Now, if you look at Gauteng, in its nature, it's a very integrated province. So people would leave Tshwane district and go into West Rand district, and there they are having to be issued a different fine. So it was never a good sample to be able to determine the efficacy of this piece of legislation as it relates to the reduction of road crashes. But it has assisted us to refine the system, to understand what are those things that as we finalize our regulations or any other amendments that we need, so that we have been able to perfect. But it has not been a good sample in line with your question directly, Clement.
Okay. Let's now talk about the appointment of the Arto Appeals Tribunal. What is going to be the role of this tribunal in rolling out this legislation?
The tribunal's role is a mechanism for Clement when he is not happy with an outcome that he would have been given by a representation officer in responding to his appeal. If you are given a notice, an infringement notice, and you feel unhappy or dissatisfied, you will do what we call a representation. Now, this representation is when you say, I don't think I deserve this because I did not do X, Y. A representation officer will look at it and what your case is and will respond to you. Now you are not happy with the response and you say, no, I am not happy with the outcome of all this process. The tribunal therefore gives you a inverted commas, independent people who will sit in a quasi-judiciary environment and look at your matter objectively and try to the best of their ability to give a final resolution. So ultimately the tribunal is an appeal mechanism for people who are not happy with a particular outcome or process within the implementation of the AARTO Act.
What about the public awareness around this act? Do people understand how they're going to be impacted? And what are you doing as the Transport Department to raise awareness around how things are going to change and what the consequences will be for bad driver behavior?
Public awareness is key to what we have to do. Part of what we are rolling out, which we appreciate the opportunity you have given us now, and I hope you'll give me longer time some other day, is to use platforms such as this where we can answer these critical questions. We will be going out to stakeholders, big trucking industry, the Road Freight Association will be engaging them. The taxi associations will be engaging them, and all organized sectors of the society to try and reach out to them and explain to them and answer any questions. We will be going on a drive that seeks to talk to our people in all mediums. Social media is already a buzz as we speak now, trying to explain and encourage people to understand and follow and answer the questions. Will it ever be enough? I doubt that it will ever be enough. But we will do everything within our power to go flat out and inform people at malls, taxi ranks, wherever we are, to be able to enlighten them as to the impact and what they should do.
All right. Lisa Mangu, the Deputy Minister of the Transport Department, thank you for making time for us.